during the winter months, November through March, even though there's large waves, there's also a ton of whales that come from Alaska all the way down here to Hawaii for a couple months. They also have some gliders out here, so they'll tow you up and then you'll glide right along this ridgeline. It's really cool, actually. And then now that you can kind of see a little bit better out in front of you, you have Kaina Point here, which is the furthest west you can get on the island. You can see there's some beautiful spots to relax on the beach. And once we get far enough, there's actually a trail that you can hike along and go around the point. There used to be a railroad track out here, but it was too hard to maintain, because once we get to kind of around the point, you'll see how much the ridgeline just meets straight to the water. So trying to dig out a little bit every single time, it'd just get washed away pretty quickly. But you can see down there on the left, quite a few cars at that parking lot, so that's where the hike begins. And then you can come all the way out here. So we'll kind of slow up here, that way everybody can have a chance to see Yokohama Bay. If you look back here to the left, you can see it is quite incredible, this whole area.
Good for me back. White sand, clean water. Ooh, boy, that mountain smell. Feel my country.
But if you look right at the base of this whole kind of cliff, that's where the trail is and where the railroad track used to be. There's sometimes a couple bumps over here as the wind flows over these ridge lines. So this bay, back in the day, apparently had pirates, which is kind of always fun to think about. if you guys have access to a car and are wanting to come check out the west side, this beach and whole area is pretty amazing. So as you can kind of see over here, there's a lot more kind of that lightish brown color. That's due to the lack of rain that we usually get on this side of the island, but occasionally some rain will make it all the way over here and kind of create some little green spots. And if this winter, or this last winter in particular, it's been extremely rainy, and so this whole half of the island as well was just covered in water. It was and super green afterwards. So now we're starting to get to the developed parts of the island on the west side. This is called Makaha, way up here. You then have Waianae, Maili, and then Nanakuli a little bit further down as well. So at Maili Point here, just off your right hand side, there's some bunkers or the pillboxes right on top of that little ridge. Similar to what we saw at Diamond Head at the very start of the tour.